The evolution of digital marketing is fascinating. It starts in the early 1990s with Web 1.0 and the very first online ads. Think way back to that time if you can remember. But this is when we first started getting ads on Hotwired. It's when we first started getting emails too. Then we move into search engines and SEO, which is the late 1990s to early 2000s. This is when I got my start. And we saw the rise of search engines. So high schoolers in the late 1990s were learning how to use the internet. They were learning how to search for things online. We were also learning what it was like to find information that wasn't entirely accurate, and thus the rise of SEOs like me. We also had pay-per-click advertising launching with AdWords in 2000, which really introduced the concept of paying to play to get ahead in the search engine world. Then we move into social media marketing and content marketing in the mid 2000s to early 2010s with social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now we've got TikTok, Telegram, and so many more. Given the rise of social media marketing, we started moving towards a mobile first world in the internet land, I guess. And it was quite interesting to be part of that and to see who was putting money towards rising the ranks in social media from an influencer perspective and who was spending time creating blogs, videos, and other content in order to attract and attain new customers. Then we move into mobile and personalization in the 2010s. So as more people started adopting smartphones as their phone of choice, we started to see the very first real stamp in the mobile first world, where we used to have even websites that were created, one for mobile and one for desktop. Now everything is mobile first. You should create for your mobile people first and then move into your desktop, because most people are searching the internet with their mobile devices. So then we also started to see text message marketing or SMS marketing, where you could reach people by text message. And then we started including another layer of big data, which got all of the big players in the internet into a lot of hot water, because how much data do you really need about a certain person in order to target them? But all of that big data, all of those analytics helped create personalized messaging in order to make a person feel like you were talking directly to them based on what we thought their interests were. Then we get into artificial intelligence and automation, including using AI, things like ChatGPT, which is the late 2010s to present, where we're starting to predict consumer behavior. We're personalizing our marketing efforts at scale a lot more easily, and we can improve customer experiences just based on what artificial intelligence tells us. We can also create automation on the back end to make things easier and more accessible to our customers. These are not things you necessarily have to do, but I highly recommend investing in a platform, a web platform that can do it for you. Then we get into influencer marketing. I'm sure you've heard of influencers by now, but these are people on social media who everybody flocks to. They're like mavens of the social media world. They tell you to go buy something, millions of people go buy them. And then the future of digital marketing starts with voice search and smart devices. We're leaning more into voice search. If you ever watch children with cell phones or tablets try to figure out how to use search, they will almost 100% of the time use the voice part first and ask a question. So if you're ever creating content for a website or for your social, start with answering questions. Looking at smart devices as well as a way to accommodate new ways consumers are trying to access information and make purchases. And then we get into augmented reality and virtual reality, which offer a new way for brands to engage with their customers. You're creating an immersive experience. Not everybody loves it. Not everybody really wants to be in the AR or VR world, but that is where digital marketing is heading.